difference between a collector and a hoarder, and I'm kind of right in the middle. There's a big difference. A collector displays his collection. A hoarder has them all in boxes and just collects and collects and collects to hoard. And I'm kind of right in the middle.
And now, here's our host, Jeff Baker.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to TTMCast.
On behalf of all of us who worked with Jeff on the TTMcast podcast and Sports Collectors Club radio show, I want to thank him for giving us a platform to talk about what we loved and to reach out to others with it. I know his family and Clemente and Les and myself have all been impressed by just how many people he reached and affected. And I say he because Jeff was truly the driving force behind all of it. He did the interviewing, the research, the planning. The other three of us just showed up and talked while he was really the one guiding it all. It's been amazing seeing just how many tributes have come in for something that just seems so trivial, seeing as, it's just a bunch of guys talking about these stupid little pieces of cardboard and scrawls of ink. Jeff succeeded at what a lot of others have failed at in getting me back onto the air, and I love doing the show. It was great getting to work with him on such a professional show that didn't come with professional pressure. And now I'm really glad that I got to spend time with him at the 2022 National Sports Collectors Convention. I know Clemente and Les felt the same way, as did so many of our listeners and associates all throughout the hobby.
Collecting is kind of nostalgic. So it's kind of like a time capsule almost. Sometimes I reacquire cards from when I was a kid. Sometimes I'll get unopened cards. And I think that's kind of like a time capsule that I open a pack of cards from 1983 or 84. And I remember watching these guys play. And it's kind of like a little time capsule in your hand. And you get to go back in time for 30 seconds while you open the cards, or a minute. And I really like that. I like history. I like the keeping the past alive. You remember things that were fun for you, and I think that's what sports does. Sports is always kind of a window to your past in some instances, and it's great watching the current games. But I have a box of ticket stubs that I just saved as I don't know why, because I collect things. And I've been going through and categorizing and reminiscing about all the games that I went to, and I checked, and I've been to over 100. I have over 100 Red Sox ticket stubs.
Jeff and I became friends when I first contacted him in the summer of 2022 about being on his show to promote my new book. I became a regular and really looked forward to being on each month. It gave me an excuse to talk with someone I considered a new friend. Jeff was a very generous and loving person. He really cared about others. Jeff, you were a true one of a kind in so many ways. I'm a better person for having known you. Rest in peace, my friend. I love you.
Before I end this video, I especially want to thank Jeff's family in everything they've done for our show. Ruthie for all of her great voiceover work, Andrew for providing tech support on several occasions whenever we had issues, and especially Paula for everything from going with him to events all over the country and being so willing not only to put up with us stealing Jeff for several hours a week, but for being so supportive in making the show into what it was. Ultimately, I hope we'll be able to carry on in Jeff's memory as continued ambassadors of the hobby.